So next question, which of the following statements is not correct regarding the African Development Bank? The first statement, the African Development Bank headquarters is at Abidjan in Ivory Coast. The second statement, India is a non-regional member of the African Development Bank. The third, all the regional members of the African Development Bank are the members of the African Union. And the last statement, the African Development Bank's annual meeting in 2017 was conducted in New Delhi in India. So this is actually important because it was for the first time that the annual meeting was being held in India, and actually it was held not in New Delhi but in Gujarat. So that is a wrong statement. So let's consider the other statements. The African Development Bank is headquartered at Abidjan itself in Ivory Coast, and India is a non-regional member of the African Development Bank, and all the regional members of the African Development Bank are members of the African Union. So let's look in detail. Now, African Development Bank Group. Now, it is basically a regional multilateral development finance institution, and it aims to bring about social progress as well as economic development in the African continent itself. So, one of the bigger challenges that they face is to end this poverty. So, that is the main challenge that is in front of the African Development Bank Group, and it was established in 1964 and it is headquartered in Abidjan in Ivory Coast. Now, it mainly consists of three entities, that is the African Development Bank, the African Development Fund as well as the Nigeria Trust Fund. Now, when you come to the members of the African Development Bank, we have two types of members, that is the regional members who are basically the members of the African continent itself, as well as non-regional members who are outside the African continent. So, this African Development Bank needed this non-regional members because of the challenges as well as the shortage of funds. So, the regional members are basically the members of the African Union itself. So, as of now we have 55 African Union, the members in the African Union, and all of them are the members of the regional members of the African Development Bank. And non-regional member, India is a non-regional member. Alright, so members, regional as well as non-regional members, and all the members of the African Union mainly constitute the regional members, as well as non-regional members are those who are outside the African continent. And the 52nd annual meeting was held in Gandhinagar in Gujarat, and this is for the first time it is held in India. So that is why the African Development Bank is important.